And what that makes you to do is then you have to just do it, because what your brain is hearing is you have done it. And if that does not match the reality, then your brain tries to make everything match, which means you have to learn it so that you can truly, truly say, I have learned it. So change your language, change your life. Ndewo, kekime. Right. So today, Ihani gekwu maka ya bụ how to stay consistent with your learning Igbo, because that's like a big struggle, is a big challenge. Okay, you've decided, oh, I want to learn Igbo, I want to speak Igbo because I want to speak with my family, I want to connect with my heritage, I want to be able to teach my children. And you start, okay, and you maybe do it for 1 or 2 weeks and then you don't do it anymore. So you want to be consistent, okay? That's why you're here, okay? Maybe you're already planning, oh, I want to be fluent in 2020. Well, it's already here. Don't wait, okay? Just start now. Start already. So how to be consistent? Number one tip I will give you is, when you make your goals, your speaking goals, because that's a huge part of being consistent, you have to have a goal. You have to have a goal of, example, in the next 30 days, I want to be able to speak about food, okay? So for the rest of maybe in December 2019, I want to learn how to talk about food, okay? So be specific with your goals. And that goal I've just said is not specific, okay? So how will it be specific? If you say, in the month of December, I want to learn about food, I want to learn food names, I want to learn how to talk about eating food, I want to learn how to talk about cooking food, okay? And I'm going to learn it using YouTube videos, and I'm going to watch YouTube videos on Mondays, Wednesdays, Fridays at 8 p.m. for 15 minutes. Now that's a specific goal, okay? Because on Mondays, Wednesdays, Fridays, you're going to watch YouTube videos for 15 minutes teaching you about food, okay? That is a very specific goal for the month of December, and you're going to learn all those things, okay? So when your goal is that specific, you're more likely to do it, okay? Because then you know that every 8 o'clock, Mondays, Wednesday, Friday, this is what I do, okay? Just like maybe you go to work at a certain time of the day and come back. At this time, you have lunch. So this is Igbo time, okay? So make your goals very specific. Put the thing you want to do, the topics, put the time, the days, how long it's going to take you, okay? So that after 30 days, sort of at the end of December, you can then review, how much did I learn? How much vocabulary do I know concerning eating and cooking and all that? So that's the first tip I'll tell you. Make your goals super specific. That will help you to be consistent. The second thing to do to be consistent is to change your language. What do I mean by that? So when you talk about goals as well now, don't say, I will try to learn food. No, not I will try. Replace it with I will learn about food, or I am learning about food, okay? That's a more powerful language telling your brain, I am doing it. I am learning about food, okay? Right? I am learning about food in the month of December. So that's like a present tense is happening, not I will try. And also do not use words like I should. No. Rather, you say I must, okay? That also tells your brain, come on, she means business. I must learn about food in the month of December, okay? And don't use words like I hope to learn. No, 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 no. I hope to learn can be 2021. You don't want to hope, okay? Having hoping is not planning. So I am going to be learning about food in December, or I am learning about food, okay? Not I hope to learn. No, I hope to learn does not have a date, does not have a time, and may not happen. So do not use I hope. Do not use I try or I will try. Do not use, some people says, oh, fingers crossed, I will do that. No, 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 do not cross your fingers. Make it happen. Okay, so just changing your language goes a long way. Okay, so just telling myself, actually for me, I don't even use these days, I don't even say I will, because I mean, I will is good, but I am is even better. That means sort of you're started already. Okay, you can see yourself, even if you haven't started, but it means you can see yourself doing it. I am learning about Igbo foods names. I'm learning about eating and cooking in the month of December. Okay, so I am learning. And even better is to use the past tense. So I have learned. Okay, I have learned means you've done it. And what that makes you to do is then you have to just do it, because what your brain is hearing is you have done it. And if that does not match the reality, then your brain tries to make everything match, which means you have to learn it so that you can truly, truly say, I have learned it. So change your language, change your life. Okay, words really, really do have power. And that's something you find when you're doing Igbo as well. You know, Igbo names, they really do have meaning, and they have meaning for a reason, because we believe that names should have meaning, and because it's something that we call you every day. So it should have a good meaning. Okay, so I'll give you an instance, like my name, Ijoma. Ijoma means safe journey. So safe journey in this world. Okay, so that's what it means. So every day somebody calls me Ijoma, they're telling me safe journey in this world. Okay, the name Ngozi is blessing. So every time I call somebody Ngozi, I'm calling them a blessing. Can you see how beautiful is that? So it's your words have power, so make them count. Use powerful words that give you power. Because saying I will try or I hope, you're sort of hoping on who? On somebody else. Don't give somebody else the power. Okay, don't hope on somebody or hope on whatever. Just I can do it, I am doing it. Okay, those are the words you should use, and don't ever use can't, please. Okay, I can do it. Right, awesome. So the 2 tips we have said, number 1, be specific with your goals. Okay, specific with the time you're going to do it, which days, which time on those days. Write it down in your calendar, and what is it exactly are you going to learn, and for how long? Is it for 30 days? Is it for 60? Is it for 90 days? Okay. Number 3 thing to do is, when you have made all the specific goals, what you're going to do, what you're doing, okay, do not rely on your feelings. So let's say you said, I'm going to learn about cooking, food names and all that on Monday, Wednesday, Friday at 8 p.m. for 15 minutes. Okay. Now, when 8 p.m. comes on Monday, you're feeling tired, or somebody has annoyed you, you're not in a good mood, and you try to use it as an excuse not to do it. No, 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 no. Do not rely on how you feel. If you've made a plan, stick to it. So I'm going to learn Igbo. So no matter how I feel, I'm going to listen to that video. Okay. Just listen to it. Just listen to it. Don't worry whether it's entering or not. Don't worry. Your brain picks things up even when you're not concentrating. You know, like when you're driving, sometimes you get from one destination to another. You don't know how you got there. Okay. So your brain works in the background. So if you said you're going to do something, and when it comes time to do it anyway. If you're feeling good, great. If you're not feeling good, still do it. Okay. Okay, there's a video I did. I can still see that video on YouTube sometimes. Looking at me in that video, I look really tired. Sometimes I'm tempted to take that video down, but I leave it anyway, just to show that it's not every day that I come up smiling on the it's not every day that I'm super excited to do videos. I love teaching Igbo, but some days I'm like, oh, do I have to do this today? Can it wait till tomorrow? But then I just do it. Okay, sometimes I still not that I always do things at the time I mean to do them. Sometimes I don't, but my plan and what I want to do is to do things when I say I do them. So when I see that video, I just leave it, just to remind myself that at least that day I did that video, even though my face looked tired on video. Okay, so do not look at your feelings. Are you feeling down? Are you feeling whatever? So long as you're well, okay, you're well enough to watch TV or watch YouTube videos or whatever lessons you have, just do it. Do not rely on your feelings. So we've said 3 things. Number 1, be specific with your goals. Number 2, use empowering language. Okay, use language like I can, I will, I am doing it, I must do this, I am committed to doing this. Okay, and remove can't from your vocabulary. Remove I hope from your vocabulary. Remove fingers crossed. Remove I will try. No, we don't want to hear those. Right, number 4 and final tip I'll give you today to stay consistent is to get an accountability partner. Okay, this is very, very, very helpful. So get somebody else to keep you accountable. Okay, it can be your friend, it can be your sister, your brother, but somebody that you know that will not listen to your excuses. Okay, somebody that maybe will check in with you, even if it's once a month, and say, how is your Igbo learning? How is your speaking? Even if that person is not learning Igbo themselves, but their job is to remind you of your commitment. Okay. Oh, did you say you were going to learn about Igbo food names and cooking in December? And then at the end of December, they'll come and ask you, oh, how far have you gone? How many? Can you show me sort of what you've learned? Okay. So get an accountability partner. It could be your family, it could be your friend, and it could be a language coach. Okay. So for the people that I coach, my clients, I am the accountability partner. I may not be the only one, but I am their accountability partner because I meet them every week. Okay. So that already ensures that they are learning Igbo every week. Okay. I also give them homework. And what does that ensure? It means it ensures that they are doing Igbo even when they're not with me. So even when we're not talking and learning, they are doing their homework. So they are learning Igbo on their own time. Okay. So just that's what accountability does for you. So, and that it moves you faster. So something that would have taken you maybe 1 year to learn on your own, if you have a language coach, it can take you 3 months, it can take you 6 months, just because of that person there that's making you do those things. Okay. In a good way. They remind you, do this, and you come on the lessons and you have to practice anyway. You have no choice but to practice. And because you've put some skin in the game, which means you've paid some money and you want to make use of your money, you will show up during those classes. Okay. So when you put some skin in the game, get yourself a coach, you're doing yourself a great service. And if you want to work with me, want me to support you and be your accountability coach and language coach and language speaking partner, you just click the link. Okay, I've kept that link below the other video, but I'll also put it below this video. It's a call link where you schedule a call. Okay, and even if you're thinking about it, I will say still book that call. Just let's have a talk. Okay, so you can ask more questions, whatever you want to ask. Do you want to ask what is the investment? Do you want to ask how long is it for? Exactly what form does it take? Just get on the call. Okay, make that, if you've made that commitment to yourself, do it. Okay, and like I said, do not rely on your feelings. If you've made a commitment to yourself to learn Igbo, to speak Igbo, just do it. Okay, do not rely on how you're feeling. Okay, right. I will stop here. Okay, you've learned that one now. I will stop here. Kodio Nasukwibo.